Hello, dear viewer and listener, or neither, and welcome to our patented Arsenal Loan Watch for the 15th of March, the year 2021. I know, it's been a wonderful year. So, look at that picture. I've accidentally put that up. What a great way to show how great we are. I've done the tut thing already. I'm very sorry. So, let's start this off with Mr. Joe Willock. Joe played the whole game as Newcastle drew 1-1 at Aston Villa. He got a 7.1 rating and had a pass success rate of 71%. Got a bit excited there. I said I had a couple of pork pies and two custard, what were they? Slices. Oh, I'm a piggy. Anyway, 71% with 25 of his 35 passes going to a teammate, which is what you want them to do. That's how football works. I know we know this. Joe has had 4 dribbles, 2 tackles, and that was his 6th game for Newcastle, where he played the entire 90 minutes 5 of those times. Now, I've added up all the ratings he got from who scored. I've divided them by 6, and he's averaging a rating of 6.88. Now, I'm not sure we can expect much more from him because he's playing a rubbish Newcastle team that are doing absolutely nothing and are hovering around the relegation zone. And with Fulham seeming to be on a little bit of a spur, I wouldn't be surprised if Newcastle went down. Sheffield United are gone. West Brom are gone. And so you've got 2-3 teams fighting to avoid the other relegation spot. So Newcastle, Fulham, and maybe Southampton, they're on a shocking run. All 3 of them have got players on loan who used to play for Arsenal. Walcott, Willock, and Maitland-Niles. Anyway, there you go. That's enough information. I hope you enjoyed it. He's getting some grief, but you can't work wonders. If Newcastle were any good, they wouldn't be where they are. Next photo, please. Thank you. Ainsley Maitland-Niles, Mainsley to his mates. West Brom lost 1-0 away at Crystal Palace. They got a jammy penalty, and I think West Brom were hard done by yet again. I think they missed the chance of getting a penalty. Mainsley got a 6.8 rating and had a pass success rate of 79%. We've been over this, where you give the player to a teammate. No, you give your teammate a player. No, you give the ball to a teammate or a player. There you go. That's correct. 26 times out of 33 he did that. Nearly took me that many times to get that right. Anyway, he made 4 tackles, 2 dribbles, 1 shot at goal. West Brom are second bottom of the league. They are 10 points and 20 goal difference worse off than Newcastle. Yes, with only 9 games to go. Fat Sam, you're going down, son. Next one. I don't know what this picture is from, but he looks happy. He looks like one of my neighbours, Mark, before Mark became grossly obese. Fat Mark. Anyway, Konstantinos Mavropanos is on loan at VfB Stuttgart. They beat Hoffenheim 2-0 at home. That's their 3rd win in their last 4 league games, and they are up to 8th in the league now, which is pretty good because they were stuck at 10th for ages. Mav played the whole game and got a 7.5 rating. To be in a struggling, which they were for part of the season, Bundesliga team in quite a strong league, to have had a solid 7.75 most games, that really is something. Yes, it is. There's no picture of Mario Guendouzi or Matteo Guendouzi. Both the Guendouzi brothers, there's no picture of them because he had a knock, according to Transfer Market, before it stopped working. Their site went down. Scumbags, because I use it so much. His team Hertha lost 2-0 away at my team, Borussia Dortmund. Oi! He had played in the previous 19 league games for Berlin. Hertha, not Berlin. Well, there's 2 teams there called Berlin, isn't there? There's Union as well in the Bundesliga. And, it's the pork pie. They are now 16th and only ahead of Mainz in 17th on goal difference. I think there's a goal difference of 3, or as the Germans would say, dry. There you go. Good. So done Guendouzi. Oh, here we go. Put your chuckle knickers on. This is going to be funny. Look at those. Shower of shit. Can I say shit? Can I say shit? Apparently I can. Look at that shower of shit. For those people at home and on the bus and possibly in the bath or the toilet, on the left is Kolasinac with his armband on saying he's captain, with his head down, trudging back. In the middle, I don't know. And to the right, there's Mustafi, number 30. This may well... No, it doesn't look sad enough for when he scored an own goal, but There you go. That's a description of the photo. I'm a genius of words. Sead Kolasinac on loan at Schalke. 05. Fear. I got that wrong. There's only a number out. Anyway, Schalke lost 5-0 at Wolfsburg. Sead played in central midfield and got a 5.6 rating, which was the third worst for his entire side, with his team being Becker. I reckon that could be Becker in the middle there because he looks like got a face like a smacked ass. He got 5.5, and Mr. Mustafi, there on the right-hand side, who's got a rating of 4.5, he scored an own goal and had a big capital red E above his name, which means he made an error. He made a boo-boo that led to a goal. They got absolutely smashed. They are ruined. So we get these Muppets out of our club and we start doing well again. Apparently Ozil's out for the season, and Guendouzi is only at best a sub for... what is it? Hertha Berlin. Get out, stay out. Schalke are 11 points from safety with 9 games to go left in the Bundesliga. But all season, they've managed 10 points. So they've got 9 points. 11. No, they need to get 11 points from 9 games. I don't think that's if the other teams don't get any points at all. That's not going to happen. You're going down. So we have got Ainsley at West Brom. We've got Willock at Newcastle. We've got Kolasinac at Schalke, all going down, and Hertha Berlin aren't doing much better. No wonder. I no wonder. That's not a proper saying. Anyway, I had a quick look at the previous Bundesliga seasons. You know me, I like my stats. I like my history. And I was going season after season after season to see if any team finished bottom of the Bundesliga with as few points as they've got. Because at the moment, they've got 10. And I had to look back, and the closest I could find before I gave up the will to live was Dynamo Dresden. They had 16 points at the end of the 94-95 season. So you go back quarter of a century, and you still haven't got a team with as fewer points. In fact, they've nearly had as many managers as points. I'm sure they've had 6, including caretakers. Anyway, moving on. This picture of little Lucas Torreira. Ah, bless. I don't know what that's from. There's no way you can tell from the stadium. He's just got the ball in front of him. He's not sliding in, killing anybody. But it's the right kit, and it's the right person. So for me, that is a definite win. So Atletico Madrid beat their namesakes, Atletico Bilbao. No, that's the third. That's got a her. Athletic Bilbao. Damn you, Spain, and your crazy words. They beat them 2-1 at home on Wednesday, and Lucas came on after 72 minutes, which means if I add that up, 72 minus 90, did a power 4, drop a naught, add a naught, move the decimal point. He played 3.5 hours in that game. I think that's correct. And he didn't play in the 0-0 at Getafe, so that means he got 0 minutes. I could figure that one out quite easily. They are still 4 points clear at the top after Barcelona have won 4-1 tonight, and Messi scored a magnificent goal, which the whole world is going to shout and scream about. But Odegaard's, no one cares, do they? Let's move on, shall we? Next photo. Here we go. As usual, I'm never 100%. I know that's Big Willie. And I know there's no fans behind him. And I'm sure this was from a report that was from the... they went to... So it's Lorient, not Leyton Orient. Lorient won, Nice won, which is Chris's French team. Chris is back on Twitter, people. I know. We thought this day would never come. And thank you to all of the gods. Many, many, many thank yous to each and every one of them. And he got a 7.1 rating. Now, that's pretty good. And as a pass success rate, I'm not going over what that is again. You know what it is. With 67 out of 71. A centre-back getting more passes than midfielders we got out on loan. I didn't even bother with trying to get any Torreira's bits for his one because no one really cares. He's a part player there. And he made 2 tackles, Saliba did. Nice are now 12th, but it's a very congested... I had to look that word up, make sure I had it right. I always associate that with colds, but it's congested nose. Anyway, the middle of the French League table, 9 points cover from 7th to 16th. That's crazy. So he's doing all right there. Another centre-back who, if he'd have tutted again, sorry. who has he's got a good chance of playing next season. That's if he's learnt his lesson, like Aubameyang has to learn his lesson. That if Arteta tells you to do it, you do it. Otherwise, you're going to get a smack bum and sent to the corner. Anyway, talking of smack bums and being sent to the corner, here we go with the rest of our players on loan. We're mostly useless loans. We've got Jordi Osei-Tutu. Jordi didn't play as Cardiff finally lost, thank God. 2-1 at home to Watford. I also hate Watford. The first loss in 12 league games. Cardiff are still 8th. They haven't moved their position in their last 4 games. That's how tough it is at the top of the Championship. Ben Sheaf, no picture for him either. Ben didn't play as Coventry as they had their last game postponed. They have 2 games coming up this week, and Coventry are now 20th in the Championship, 6 points above the relegation zone. Didn't tuck then. See, I'm leaning forward as I do this, and I'm full of pie and custard and pork pie. What a diet. So I'm getting, I know you people at home and people watching this, you're getting very bored because I constantly go, there's no pictures. So we're now moving on to Matt Smith, who is at Charlton Athletic. This is Matt Smith when he played Doctor Who. I didn't know that he used to play for Arsenal and played Doctor Who. There he is, Doctor Who, and he's got his sonic screwdriver, I think the cool kids called it, and he is pointing it at someone. So that is our Matt Smith. Matt got 3 minutes in Charlton's 2-1 home win over Northampton, and he played 27 minutes in the 1-1 draw to Shrewsbury, at home to Shrewsbury even. Both games he came on as a sub. Charlton are 8th. They've added this up. This is how bored I get people. Before transfer market fell on its arse, I went and added it up. They have spent 19 game days, which is a European thing, which I never used to like, but it is relevant because you can't say weeks because they often play more than 1 game a week. So it's game days, and I'm sticking with it. I hope you agree. Thank you. 19 game days Charlton have spent in either 7th, 8th, or 9th position, much like our very own Arsenal. The next one is, who's that? Oh, that's that one. Okay. It's Tyreece John-Jules. He is still injured. He missed their 1-0 away loss to Crewe, and their 0-0 at home to Northampton. That's 13 games he has now missed, but they're still 5th. Imagine what he could do there if he was fit. That would be wonderful, wouldn't it? Anyway, talking of not being fit, Mark McGuinness, Ipswich Town, League One. Mark missed their 1-1 home draw with Lincoln and their 1-0 home win over Plymouth. They are now back in the playoff positions in 6th place. I do have a picture for the next one. No idea what game that is. Oh, that's Portsmouth. Ah, okay. That's Daniel Ballard playing for Blackpool. Remember, he's the Northern Irish Saka. And I can see that's a Portsmouth white kit and a tiny little blue badge. Oh, number 19. If you are the number 19 who plays for Portsmouth, give us a wave, and thank you very much for not tackling him. Anyway, Daniel Ballard, Blackpool League One. Daniel played the full 90 minutes in the 1-0 win at McDon's, the Scottish team, getting a 7.2 rating, and also played the whole game as a 0-0 at home to Fleetwood, getting another 7.2 rating. A successful loan. My oh my. Never thought I'd see the day. They are now 12th with 4 games in hand on them below and about 3 games in hand on the teams above them. So that's pretty good, isn't it? I haven't got anything for Harry Clarke. Also do. I don't think I uploaded it. Right, if you hold yourself there, talk amongst yourselves, because this is actually a good picture. Why isn't it there? Maybe I saved it to the my Arsenal one. No? Oh, that is a shame. Did I save it to desktop? Didn't save it. Well, you're not getting it. Cancel it. You're not having it. It was a picture that Harry Clarke put of himself, a video of himself back at Arsenal and doing a bit of fitness. He was doing those, you get the long ropes and you wheel them. He was giving that a go and he was getting really into it. So he's back at Arsenal, regaining his fitness. So he didn't play in Oldham's 0-0 at Port Vale. And he also missed their 4-2 home smashing by my kind of local team, Cambridge United. I went to see them once. They beat Russian and Diamonds 5-0. Never went again. Shit ground, shit parking. And they are now 17th. So another one we don't have a picture for because he didn't play. But I put the word Southend into Google. Are you ready for this? There you go. Some chav in a Ford Escort van with something written on the side that looks like, I don't know. That, ladies and gentlemen, is Southend. I've been there many times. And back in the day when all me and my mates used to get in their souped-up wonder cars and RS turbos and the like, and we'd all go down there. I didn't. I had a 3.2-litre Mercedes Coupe. I went down there with a warm body because it had heated seats. Anyway, that's not why you're here. You don't care about that. James was injured, so didn't play in their 2-0 loss to Tranmere. And also, when I type also, I put, because one-handed types quicker than the other, I put ALOS. I've done that about 3 times today. Anyway, also missed their 0-0 at home to Stevenage. They are now in the relegation zone as Barrow have won their last 2 league games and leapfrogged above them. So they are 23rd, I think it is. I'm not sure if there's promotion and relegation. I know there isn't from the conference, but whether there is out of the conference or there isn't, but up from the conference, I don't know. I don't make this stuff up. Anyway, George Bird on his website and Twitter says Joseph Olowu was temporarily returned to... I'm reading the right one. Yes, temporarily returned to... Oh no, that's the wrong one, isn't it? See what I've done. So I'm going to cut that and I'm going to go and put it in the line below because I had that with the wrong player. I'd put it in one line too high. Forget what I just said then. Pretend it'll be a surprise for you. So that's Southend. Rubbish. I did a tut then. I'm very sorry. I put Wealdstone into the Googles. You know what the Googles came up with? It came up with Shoe Zone in Wealdstone. So if you're working at a Shoe Zone and you're listening to this, hello, and no, I don't require any shoe service. Joseph Olowu, Wealdstone, on loan to the end of the season, which is virtually now for him. Joe missed both of their games. They won 3-1 at home to Kings Lynn Town. That's probably local to Ellis and to, I think Phil Macker lives there, and Norwich. That's Nicky. Our very own Nicky Wilson's there. Anyway, they lost 1-0 at home to Notts County. I didn't even realise Notts County were in the conference. I remember them as a team higher up the leagues. I'm waffling again. They are 19th, but there was no relegation this season. So, ready for this bit? George Bird's website says Joseph Olowu was temporarily returned to Arsenal for treatment on an injury, so he didn't feature for Wealdstone's 1-0 loss to Notts County. Huh? There you go. Right, the final one is Zech Medley. I didn't have to put Kilmarnock into Google's or Yahoo. I didn't have to ask Jeeve or DuckDuckGo, which is use that one actually. There's a picture of Kilmarnock's ground. Oh, pork pie. So there you go. That's if you are at home, that is a picture from behind one of the goals looking at Kilmarnock's ground. It's empty and there's no one there. And it looks quite nice. They didn't play this week. I think in the Scottish League there was only 2 games played. So they're still rock bottom. Oh, there you go. That's another one of our players likely to get relegated. Actually, no, it's not relegation, is it, when you're bottom? They do some kind of nonsense playoff. Oh, anyway, losing the will to live. Oh, let's go back to that. Oh, like the picture I had at the beginning of the show is, did anyone else notice how much Cedric is involved with all the celebrations? He's the first one to grab Lacazette and giving him a good shake. I'd be hold on, Treacle. You've only been here 5 minutes. Form an orderly queue to shake the magnificent Mr. Lacazette. He's breathing on him as well. Oh, I bet he's got fish breath. Or vegetable. The offspring has vegetable breath. She eats vegetables. Filthy creature. That is it. So it is now 1:36 a.m. on Tuesday, the 16th of March. I'm going to go and play a little bit of Valheim. Tomorrow's podcast is definitely John and Josh. And I think Richard, Cactus Cash, is on there. And possibly one other. We're not sure yet. It might be me. It might be somebody else. I don't know. I don't make this stuff up. Well, I do. But that's not the point of it all. Anyway, 19 minutes, 24 seconds. Thank you very much for watching. If you've liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Subscribe if you're new, because we will soon be celebrating reaching 7,000 subscribers. You're thinking, hold on. Didn't you reach 7,000 subscribers a couple of months ago? Yes, we did. And then we lost about 20. So we're back down to 6,999. You scumbags.